Sakura.
and Kay.
Yuika is not here today. We are Team
Skye! Have you ever felt tired after a long journey? Or maybe you canceled your travel plan because you didn't want to bother with the long travel time. This survey of 800 people showed that 44% of people find the travel times a significant burden. This is a shame because train travel in Japan can be a great experience. That is why we focused on these 3 points: beauty of train travel, discovering the heart of Japan, and accessible tourism. Under the theme of enjoying transportation, we aim to encourage overseas visitors to see the journey as a fun part of the trip. We also believe this will attract overseas visitors to travel to lesser-known places, easing over-tourism in popular areas and revitalizing local communities. In researching this problem, we drew inspiration from Switzerland, which has successfully transformed its sightseeing train business. By designing scenic routes like the Glacier Express and the Bernina Express, offering luxurious facilities including panoramic windows, gourmet dining, and comfortable seating. Switzerland provides an unforgettable travel experience. They actively market these journeys internationally, offering cultural and thematic trains that highlight Switzerland's rich culture, history, and cuisine. Inspired by their success, we thought we could adopt some of their ideas and develop an even better plan for Japan.
Let's move on to our travel concept, which targets overseas visitors and includes accessibility for the elderly and wheelchair users, allowing them to discover the heart of Japan. We want the journey itself as fun as the destination. When we considered this idea, we thought Akita Nairiku Line, which is in Akita Prefecture, would be a perfect place. It offers many captivating sights. For example, near Amiai Station, you can visit the Namahage Museum and Godzilla Rock. Takanasu Station boasts numerous roadside attractions, famous Japanese inns, and renowned day trip hot springs. These experiences provide tourists with an unforgettable opportunity to learn about Japanese culture and traditions. However, not many overseas visitors go there because of the long travel time. To make the travel time more enjoyable, we propose designing specialized train cars with decorated interiors that incorporate traditional Japanese features. Imagine a train with tatami mats, low dining tables, Japanese cushions, and shoji screens on the windows. This design allows passengers to experience traditional Japanese homes. We will equip the trains with QR codes linked to audio guides available in several languages and informative posters educating travelers about the history and specialties of the area they pass through. Local children will make the posters, allowing them to learn about their hometowns. Our train design will also include wide aisles and handrails for ease of movement and lower hand straps for children, making the journey safe and enjoyable for all passengers. Actually, Japan is one of the most accessible places for handicapped and elderly people, with many public facilities, including ramps, elevators, tactile pavement for visually impaired, and clearly marked signs.
Next, I'm going to talk about exterior modifications. The Nairiku Line has big red bridges with stunning views. We propose using drone photography to take pictures of tourists on the train. This train line also has 20 tunnels, which we will decorate with light displays and murals to represent Japan's four seasons. There will be pink and yellow-green light bulbs to represent spring, with cherry blossoms and entrance ceremony mirrors, accompanied by spring-themed songs such as Furusato or sounds of local birds, and bubbling streams. For summer, we propose Tsumura festival scenery with the sound of fireworks. For fall, a landscape of beautiful changing leaves. And for winter, visitors can feel the atmosphere of the Japan's New Year.
To realize our plan, we understand that it will require a significant initial investment. The estimated cost for one train car would likely be about 30 million yen, including interior design and exterior modifications. While the initial investment is substantial, it can be justified by the economic benefits. For example, Gono Line in Akita and Naomi Prefecture earns about 440 million yen per year from its tourism train, generating approximately 3 billion yen in regional profits through tourism from both domestic and international visitors. In order to diversify the startup cost, we propose a benefit cycle for Akita Nariko Line region. Municipalities provide subsidies for train creation, and railway companies operate events or attractions for visitors. And then the revenue from tourism will fund regional development. Here's a graph showing expected revenue changes over the years. As you can see, 2024 and 2026 show a loss, but over a 10-year period, the initial investment will be paid back many times over.
However, there's still one challenge. How can we attract overseas visitors to travel to remote locations? Most travelers tend to use social media and video websites when planning their trips. That's why we propose using social media influencers to showcase unique train experiences in Japan's countryside, known for its scenic beauty and cultural depth. Our plan will also enhance accessibility for overseas visitors and protect local railways from closing, and preserve essential transportation for local residents, especially the elderly.
We also need to think about impact on the environment. Promoting train travel through regional railways instead of private cars is environmentally friendly. Our idea aligns with SDG 11, making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Thank you for considering our ideas. We firmly believe that a Japanese-themed accessible train will attract overseas visitors to lesser-known places in Japan. Our concept will also help ease over-tourism in popular areas and revitalize local communities. By offering a unique and unforgettable train journey, travelers will uncover the hidden treasure of our stunning country and create lasting memories. We eagerly anticipate welcoming you aboard to explore Japan in an entirely new and exciting way. Thank you.
Thank you, Skye. We'd now like to move on the question session of this presentation. Judges, please ask the presenters 2 questions. Presenters, after you hear each question from the judges, please answer in English.
Thank you very much for the very good presentation, and your logic is very smooth, and I can digest what the story you are telling. But one question is that in the very first area, you showed the chart that the approximately 40% of the people, travelers, feel difficulty in the transportation. My question is, what part of the transport they feel difficulties? It's time, or it's a complexity of the transportation or luxury? What part they feel difficulties?
Thank you for your question. Many travelers think transportation part is difficult for the trip because it took long time to get to the destination. Maybe they can use Shinkansen, but that means they don't enjoy other places where it's nice and beautiful. So that's why we thought transportation difficulties can be solved, and then there would be much more better travel experience.
Okay, thank you.
That's all.
Thank you for your great presentation and your plans to get people out to other areas of Japan, the heart of Japan. I have one question. You've talked a lot about the money that it's going to cost for trains, to make the trains, right? Is there going to be any need to make some changes to the train stations? Some of these local train stations don't have ramps or good accessibility, so will you have to spend some money on train station reform as well?
Actually, we haven't thought about the train station cost because we are focusing on train cars. But when I hear your question, we thought we have to improve that point because even the train is enjoyable, but after they get off the train and then they cannot get out the station, that means that is nonsense. So we have to think about that point. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your answer.